Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, Atypical Security Guard. I want to welcome you to today's episode of Security Guard Radio. Today, we're going to be talking about my top 5 emerging security guard jobs for 2024. What's the outlook looking like for private security? What are the opportunities out there? So many of you ask me, hey, man, listen, I'm working at a job site. All I do is I stand in one spot. I'm sitting at a desk. I'm watching a door. I don't feel fulfilled. Is there anything that I can do? I don't have that law enforcement experience. I don't have that military background. How can I advance? And guys, listen, I'm here to tell you, your boy Atypical has some great news, because I've researched it and there are some great opportunities that are on the horizon in 2024 and beyond. So let's get right into it, guys. Number 5, cybersecurity. The opportunity for you to work in the digital space is going to be more available to you in 2024 than it has ever been. There is an increasing importance on online security, everything from cybersecurity to monitoring cyber threats, monitoring networks, anything and everything. And guys, look, this can be a job that you can do at a corporate level. You could do this for individual businesses, for mom and pop. You could start your own company, and getting an IT degree has never been easier with online education. For some of you, you know that I am going back to school online. I'm going to Liberty University now, where my degree is going to be in strategic communications. Their online degree department seems to be pretty robust. And I know a lot of people that have gotten IT degrees over the last couple of years. Cybersecurity is going to be huge. And I think that for some of you, if you don't have that background that's necessary for you to do maybe contract work, I think this is going to be a great avenue for you to get in, and it's only going to become more prevalent moving forward. Number 4, drone security operators. Guys, drones are being utilized in everything from surveillance to parking lot security, all the way up to, being utilized on the battlefield right now, and as the use for drones in security and surveillance purposes expand, the need for people to be able to operate those drones is going to grow. Now, I will be the first to tell you that aside from having a small DJI drone myself for photography, I don't know the first thing about what it takes to get that certification, what you have to do, what the knowledge base is. But, the people that have these drones and the ability to utilize them just from a surveillance perspective, I can see that being useful in so many different avenues. Just thinking about it right now, I can think about real estate, contract sites. If you're doing contract security, being able to monitor those properties from a distance, being able to monitor properties that maybe aren't accessible by car or by vehicle that people own, being able to do that in terms of a private business. I think that's a great opportunity that's going to grow in 2024 and moving forward. Number 3 would be faculty security assessment specialists. Now, these professionals would focus on assessing and improving the physical security of a building, right? Now, one of the big conversations is school security, right? The thought process of arming teachers, of putting guards in the schools, of having police officers in the schools. Although I think that that is the best thing that we could do to protect our children, that's something that politically, I don't know if it's going to go over in terms of all 50 states. But what if the approach that you took from a private business standpoint, an independent contractor standpoint, a consultant standpoint, was simply teaching these school districts how to harden the facility, right? Making the facility more difficult to enter, making the facility or the classrooms themselves a little bit more difficult to breach. Maybe that's an area or an avenue of security that even the most staunch gun control advocate would be willing to accept. And I think that this is a great opportunity for the right-minded individuals who are looking to really not only make a lot of money for themselves and for their companies, but do a great thing by helping to harden those facilities. So that facility security assessment specialist, I think, is a great opportunity in 2024. Now, talking about specialists, event security is also something that is going to be needed. What do we have coming up this year? The election. What does that mean? That means people out voting. That means people doing fundraising events, people doing celebration parties for, I don't know, candidates that are running or candidates that are potentially in the races in your local districts, in your state areas, your municipalities, all of these things, right? Everything from that to concerts. We're coming out of COVID where concerts now are in full swing. All of these things are going to need a level of heightened security. And your ability to provide that security, your ability to even harden those events from destructive acts or people that are looking to cause problems or cause issues, that is a great avenue, right? There's a guy here in Portland that started a security company a while back, and I believe that one of the first contracts he got was working event security. And from following what he's doing on Instagram and watching his YouTube channel, he's growing. It's getting bigger. He's getting a lot more opportunity. And right now, a large part of what he is doing is securing concerts. So that event security specialist, great opportunity in 2024. Number one, guys, and this cannot be overstated, it's healthcare security guards. This hits home. Losing Officer Bobby Smallwood last year here at one of our local hospitals. And then being at the hospitals last week with my wife's injury and seeing the security guards, everyone vested up, the security measures at every door being more heightened. And I think that ultimately a lot of these hospitals are going to come to the conclusion that we have to have armed security officers working, if not in every area, on site. I think that the cries and the advocacy for people, or from people rather, to have more security, to have more security measures, and potentially at a lot of these locations to actually have armed guards is going to open up a lot of opportunity. I think it's going to open up a lot of opportunity to get guards in the door, but those guards that do have a little bit more experience, or those guards who are willing to go through the training, I think that the opportunities in 2024 and beyond are going to grow. I had a great opportunity 2 years ago to help usher in a K9 unit for one of our local hospitals. And when I went out and I interviewed with these guys, the thought process of utilizing the K9, I loved it. I thought it was a great program. I was going to be sent to Alabama for a couple of weeks for training to learn how to work with the dog and utilize the dog. At the time, the pay rate was just so low that I couldn't justify leaving where I was. And at the same time, I like what I'm doing. But I see hospital security looking for more ways to increase the level of protection for the people that are there. And a lot of that is going to come with some more experimental programs. That's going to be K9 units. That's going to be maybe utilizing drone technology, maybe utilizing more hardening of the buildings, and then ultimately, hopefully having more armed guards on site. But I see that as a great opportunity. So let's run through these one more time just for posterity's sake. Number 5, cybersecurity. Number 4, drone security operators. Number 3, facility security assessment specialist. This would be hardening the buildings. Number 2, event security specialist. And number 1, healthcare security guards. Guys, what do you think about these 5 job opportunities? Do any of them sound like something that you would be interested in? And at the same time, what are some things that you're hearing? What are some things that you're seeing? What are you hearing about on the horizon? And you go, yeah, I might want to get involved in that. I might want to do that. I might want to kind of pivot to that in 2024. As always, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to have the dialogue in the comment section. I want to know what you guys are thinking, okay? If you're listening to this and you're at work, if you're going to work, I want you to know that I'm thinking about you. I want you guys to go out there and I want you to be safe. I want you to keep your head on a swivel. I need all of you guys to make sure that you're prioritizing getting home to your family at the end of the day. I'm thinking about you. I'm praying for you. And as always, I want you guys to be safe. And above all else, I want you to go out there and I want you to be great. Okay? You guys be great. Take care.